straight into a judged run.
Oh, right.
Making a small error there through that first corner, but he's going to try and get it out through the rest of this section. As you can see, the track a lot drier compared to yesterday, and as a result, the tyres the car was still getting mapped, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday. So it's fine, as were many of the other drivers. Straight into a judged run. Ladies and gentlemen, these drivers are going to have 2 judged runs here, so it's like a super lap.
We might see him playing it safe, but there's some epic things going on.
Alright, so next into that first corner is the BDC Super Pro, formerly USAT's new livery and sponsorship deal for 2013. You can now refer to these as the Lucas Oil Drift Team. And I'll tell you now,
looking at that run.
Well, absolutely, running less power, and we will let you into something a little bit later on about that car and how it went on during practice yesterday. Alright, so next up, Stephen Bagsi Biagione, new team and a brand new car for 2013.
We're not having a warm-up lap, obviously going out the
Absolutely, the car was still being built this week, so really getting much experience in the S30 until now. Alright, next up, looks to me like Barry Leonard from Team WKD. Team WKD imports coming over from Ireland in maths again this year. You can see the truck in the pits, certainly a pits to go and check out. They've even brought it, which is nice and interesting. Oh, an almost perfect run, a new Carter.
Team Falcon. Another freshly built car, no practice, literally even had problems yesterday. Yeah, man. Saw the problem out, I'm back here early hours this morning. Crazy guys, amazing.
Absolutely, it shows the dedication, Matt, of these drivers. So, technically the first time it's driven, showing why he was a former champion back in 2011. Meanwhile, we have the singing sensation Shane Lynch in the... I think I'll maybe have to agree with you on that one. That's one of the loudest cars here in the BDC. The Monster Energy and Massive Power. Cars have been built by Car Media still. Another one of the WKD imports, it's Wesley Keaton. Fantastically built car, this Matt.
Yeah. That's why it's got a new spoiler.
That's closing now.
The aerodynamics are working overtime.
Yeah, it's running a sequential. His car's actually running a Viper V10 engine in it. So David Waterworth, all the way from Scotland, now sponsored by Redline Oils. Into this first corner, as you can see with Mike Marshall now, you then want to see you push it tight to that clipping point. Now you pass this on the apex, that's an inside clip, push it wide, now through the hairpin towards the white wall, where you can see again another clipping point marked out with the orange and white clip zone, and then again round that final corner, tight to that clipping point. With a 2J's head lump, yeah?
With a 2J's head lump, just dropped in for the sake of it.
Right, so we've got here Matt Carter, ladies and gentlemen. Not Matt Carter, sorry, Alan Green. Building his second year in the Super Pro class in the lacquer tyres Nissan S15. Surely come a long way since he first suffering some massive understeer there. That's possibly because the weather is changing a little bit. It's just going to damp it out a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit damp also again, they are cold tyres.
So Julie finishes her run. We have the next vehicle on the way to us. It is Phil Morrison in the R32 Driftworks car. If you're into drifting, ladies and gentlemen, you don't know about this car, then you...
Where have you been?
Yeah, where have you been? You definitely are not into drifting. Phil Morrison, owner of the R32 and Driftworks brand. Bringing the neck out of that then. Alright, so we've got Dan O'Brien. Again, new livery for the car, new sponsorship, now running RPC clutches. Dan always seems to impress us, considering that the car has always been quite a low-powered vehicle for the Super Pro class. He's obviously the top That's correct, he did start off. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Corsius, all the way from Belgium, came here last year, it was his first ever event here last year, and well, certainly surprised us. He actually qualified first and went on to win the event. The guy's entries are immense into that first corner. So that was Kevin putting a safe running. Brendan Stone, current Pro Drift champion in 2012, heading over to the BDC to see what he can prove here.
Wheel on the back of that car, it's awesome.
The car is a work of art, fabrication wise, so check it out. That's the way to see what the judges say results wise at the end of the qualifying session, but I expect to see big things.
Another Irish driver, Mr. Paul Murphy.
Yep, Paul Murphy in one of the other MG Crash Repairs cars. Well, I think he's probably got a few on the dashboard, maybe on the seats inside. Somebody told me about an Irish back today. Right, meantime, we've got one of the Sinnott brothers. We've got both the Sinnott brothers here today. I just need to clarify which one it is. It's Mark Sinnott, so we've got Mark Sinnott here now in the grey TDP car. And touching that clipping point there, did you see that one? Knocking it off the white barrier. So we've just seen Mark, we're going to see Mark's brother Kieran now. Super fast entry, can hold it. Yeah, unfortunately that understeer there on those front tyres, taking him into the gravel. And Paul Conlon's a former champion in EDC, and he's come to the BDC to try and prove himself this year. So that was the first judge run for Paul Conlon. Next up we've got Mark Lappage, first year in the Super Pro class. So we'll have to see how Mark gets on in the Acorn Infinity Motorsport S13. Some great fabrication work by fellow team member Ian Watson on all of the Acorn cars. A few small errors, but not too bad.
Andy Copper.
So Andy Copper in S14A, the RMS sponsored car. Another new driver to the BDC. Lots of new drivers coming into the championship this year. So it's always good to see a new lineup, provide some exciting drifting for us all.
Here we got Lance
in the low train drifters Mosler powered V8, and a huge entry from Martin French.
No holding back there at all.
Having to make a correction there to try and get tight to that clipping point due to a slight error. It's going to push it wide. The little tweak that the judge is looking for.
Very nice.
I'll have to wait and see what the judges say. Meanwhile,
comes Brett Castle.
Good, but he had a bit of a correction there.
Former EDC champion in the Jap Speed 1JZ powered Subaru Impreza. Making an error there. Has only ever had one practice event in this car, and then come straight into competitive drifting, Brett, with the 1JZ S15. Sorry, Subaru Impreza. So still getting some grips with the Larry car that is. Meanwhile, we have got, now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to say, but this is probably the coolest car here for me.
It's definitely the coolest car.
The Volvo estate of Mark Huxley. I mean, this guy turned up at this event still to finish the car.
Built by himself in 7 weeks.
And with the help of a lot of friends, And I'm sure that you'll want to thank all those people out there that did lend a helping hand into getting him here in that V8 Volvo. Next up we've got Christian Lewis, former pro driver, won the championship in the pro class last year and therefore has progressed into the Super Pro class. Him in his R33 Skyline. I expect to see Christian quite competitive in this class this year. Maybe perhaps once he gets over the nerves of being in. Glasses on, it's Jamie Kenyon in the Team SSDA
Jamie
S14.
Kenyon, this one is.
A very bright livery there from the NMD Works. Alright, so it's the second judge run, then we've got a complete circle now with the Super Pro class, and it's Paul Smokey Smith, current champion. Beautiful entry and a nice clipping point there on that first corner. He's going to push it wide. We'll have to wait and see what he can do with this section here. Yep, tiny run.
Always consistent, Paul.
So Steve's just pushing it wide there now, through that final corner. Some fantastic consistency at every event. Always one that you expect to see in the top 16 lineup. And he was asking me for an answer and I simply couldn't give him one. So meanwhile we've got the Lucas Oil drift team of Mark Looney. Detune slightly for less power this year. Very good run there for Mark.
Any driver that might be behind him later on his catch.
Great entry there from Shane O'Sullivan, but a little bit off the clipping point I felt. Slightly light. So yeah, a little bit off that clipping point in the first corner there, but then he upshifted using that Quave sequential gearbox in that final corner. Meanwhile, Stephen Gaglione into the wall, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to need recovery for that. Still, not what we want to see. Meanwhile, what we do want to see is the drifting, ladies and gentlemen. So we have got Barry Leonard from Team WKD in his S14A. Circuit is live again. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, an incident we didn't want to see, but Barry Leonard coming out there and proving exactly what the talent of all these drivers. And let's get this done, so great run there. Matt Carter in the Falcon Tyres R32, probably the biggest wing we've ever seen in the BDC. I've got to say.
That wing, to be fair, for an ironing board.
I tell you what, if you took that to a cruise in a McDonald's car park, you'd get a few meals on there, wouldn't you? Wouldn't make it for the drive-through.
Sketchy.
Meanwhile, Shane Lynch in the twin-turbo V8 S15.
Sketchy.
Riding the curve a little bit there. Little flip. Simon Perrin last times with a huge entry. Fantastic aggressive flip. However, seems to then just using the handbrake slowed himself down a little bit there and Was a little bit shallow with the angle perhaps at one point, but pushing it wide a little bit, a little flick. Committed into that first corner, I must say. Meanwhile, a smooth entry there from Wakeeber, and again making a correction.
See, you'll notice on the first one, he's always coming on the stairs, so the first one coming in, fully committed on his entry. He's getting a lot more grip out of it now.
Yeah, really fast.
That's it, the circuit is dry, ladies and gentlemen. We've got David Waterworth, the V10 S15. A late entry there. We were watching this guy at Teesside last year when he was actually setting off in 4th gear from the start line. Just gives you an idea of the sheer torque that's in that vehicle. He lasted a season, let's put it that way. Meanwhile, Mike Marshall.
I think this is awesome.
Yeah, quite cool.
Budget drifting is the Super Pro.
Budget drifting with an immense engine still, that's the cool thing about it. And Team M&M usually come here before, sure they're out there in the crowd supporting Mike. At round 2. Meanwhile, Alan at green. Bit of a correction there up on that first corner, but bear in mind this is the first time I've ever driven this car. It's been borrowed to him for the event. So, again, it just shows like anything. Fantastic entry there from Phil Morrison. Is this going to be a top qualifying entry, do we know? Wringing the neck out of that one, JZ. R32. Well, I've got to say, that's a fantastic run there by Phil Morrison. Meanwhile, Dan O'Brien first started drifting in an auto, as we said before. Another one of the low power cars here in the BDC, but again, we tend to see him event after event making it through to the top 16 battles, proving that he can drift this time. Kevin Corsiers with the immense engine I expected to see. Oh, ladies and gents. Oh, damn it.
That is the core commitment we're looking for.
Wowza. See, last year he pulled one of those off last year, Matt, right? Got top qualifier, went on to win the event. Bear in mind, these guys have only got 2 to his runs. That was his second. Fingers crossed that he's going to have done it in that first one. Meanwhile, Paul Murphy, he went up the hill watching that entry. Didn't come in there with as much commitment as Kevin Corsiers, but putting in a smooth drift now. Pushing it into that second clipping zone. The way this has been judged, ladies and gentlemen, is 50 points maximum available for the first corner, 25 for the second section which goes through the hairpin and along that white wall, and then 25 points again through this final back corner here. So meanwhile we've got Mark Sinnott.
There is Mark Sinnott, yeah.
Mark took it over the last time.
Well, you say the Sinnott brothers know what they were doing. Let's check now what Kieran can pull out of the bag.
Have a lot of 1 JZ and 2 JZ.
Well, at least Kieran managed to keep it out of the gravel on this occasion, so 2-0 points for his first one, he's making it up in his second. Letting back out on track now to line up. Meanwhile, Paul Conlon in the BC Coilovers S15. Making a few errors and struggling a little bit there with the car. A little bit scrappy there.
A few corrections, but still.
Alright, so next up, I'm thinking, could be Christian Lewis. Is it Christian Lewis? No, it's RMS, it's Mr. Cooper. New to the BDC this year. So let's see what he's got to offer. Putting in a nice, consistent Perhaps maybe a safe on there, Matt, but still, that's scoring points on the score sheets. Someone that I don't expect to put a safe run in is that of Martin French. Yeah, struggling a little bit there then with that corner. Now I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's not the sort of driver we see from Martin French. He was suffering from some clutch, which he's been working on during the course of the weekend. Meanwhile, Brett Castle in the Chatfield 1JZ Subaru made a little bit of a mess in the first run. He's going to see what he can pull out in the second. Shifting up that sequential quick gearbox and giving it a little bit of a clutch kick as he goes.
Or what we're used to from Brett.
Alright, so we've got Huxley in the Volvo.
That car just looks epic. Anyhow.
Huxley, yeah. New car this year, yeah.
He's a big old beast as well.
We were talking to him earlier today, and it's running S14 running gear on the front in terms of being able to gain a lot that he needs in the Volvo. Fantastic.
I would love to see that in the barrel later on.
And the crowd appreciate that as well with a round of applause. Meanwhile, Christian Lewis, ladies and gentlemen, with fantastic livery this year. In the R33, moved his way up from the Pro class. Certainly today looking like he's trying to prove something in this Super Pro class from the off.
You can really tell with all these.
Really making the SSD car work for him here today. Bit of a clutch kick. He has just broken something on that car. It seems to be rolling round.
It sounds like he might have blown an intercooler hose off or something.
Right.
Axel, you want to? Come on, alright.